Lights, camera, review.
Welcome to the best and worst films of 2024. I've seen some great movies this year, and movies that I can't believe exist. Let's talk about the movies I disliked this year. Here are some movies on that list. First, I'm going to talk about films that have already been released, but I've never seen, and then talk about 2024 films. Let's get started on our discussion. Don't you despise films that have a promising premise only to trick you? What looked like a transformative film about studying opera in Ireland, Falling for Figaro falls right off the music sheet. The film highlights opera, but does a horrible job dubbing its lead stars and focuses on this romance story with zero chemistry. Falling for Figaro could have been a great movie. If you're searching for a Toni Collette movie, this is not the one. Lucky Them had great potential, but it skips its engaging story about music to talk about relationships? Finding yourself again? Honestly, I'm not sure. This film is a waste. Everyone looked bored. Compliance is a ridiculous 1 hour and 30-minute film of restaurant employees foolishly taking advice from an unknown caller who was instituting sexual assault on a poor woman. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Compliance is a disturbing film that warns about scammer danger. The sunlit night occupies a tapestry of colors and beautiful artwork, but its story is missing in the brushstrokes. What looks like a movie about a woman finding herself turns into a scattered plot left unfinished. The main character doesn't learn anything. The film pays more attention to other subplots than the film's story surrounding art. All that got me through this movie was how I was going to thrash it apart in my review. The Boy Downstairs is a rom-com disaster. The film centers around a love story with zero chemistry, cringeworthy dialogue, and questionable editing. Unless you want to check out this film for a laugh at the cringy dialogue, I don't recommend The Boy Downstairs. Now on to 2024 films. The Fall Guy had the wrong angle. This movie wasted its plot about the stunt world to focus on a measly middle half of Ryan Gosling wandering around, having visions of unicorns, and listening to endless arguments between the chemistryless Gosling and Emily Blunt. As described by the filmmakers, The Fall Guy was meant to celebrate stunt performers, but the film ignores spotlighting this important industry, meandering in several different directions. Vampires drain the life from this remake. I wish I recorded my reactions because my grandmother and I trashed it apart. The 2024 adaptation ruins the haunting atmosphere, strong character dynamics, and a compelling story that was so terrifying it made you feel goosebumps. Do yourselves a favor and watch the scary 1979 version. Chris Pratt is not Garfield material. The Garfield movie doesn't capture the humorous spirit of the iconic cat, offering a generic storyline and ignoring pop culture. I have several ideas to improve this movie, as the writers missed several opportunities. It's an okay movie, but detracts from the main comic strip. This movie's ending is wrong on so many levels. Did anyone stop to think about what the conclusion meant for certain characters? Mother of the Bride is a bland storm of romance cliches, transfixed with a story that goes nowhere. If you saw my review, you know that if time travel existed, I would go back and save my eyes from viewing this horrible, despicable porn film. Drive-Away Dolls is the worst movie I have ever seen. Heed my warning, save your eyes and avoid drive-away dolls. Remember, these are just opinions. We all have different tastes in movies. Join me tomorrow for the best films of 2024. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel or to my Patreon. My name is Marielle, and this has been another one of my movie reviews.